Hello there. You've probably heard the terms points and lines used in geometry before. Oh! And you have probably also heard the terms parallel and perpendicular. These words are used to describe the relationship between two lines. If two lines are parallel, then they never cross. Imagine a straight road with two lanes. Now imagine two cars, each traveling in opposite directions. If two lines are perpendicular, then there is a point at which they will intersect and form four right angles. That was too close. One way to know whether or not two lines are parallel or perpendicular is to know the slope of the lines. So what does slope mean? This should be interesting. Well, that is one definition of slope. But in geometry, the word slope has a very specific meaning when talking about lines. So what exactly is the slope of a line anyway? Well, the slope of a line is the ratio of the change in vertical distance to the change in horizontal distance. What does this mean? Let's look at a simple graph to understand. One important thing to remember about slopes and lines is that the slope of two parallel lines will always be the same. And if you multiply the slopes of two perpendicular lines by each other, well, the slope will always be -1. Let's look at an example in the real world. Graphic artists use lines to design images. Some lines are parallel and some lines are perpendicular. And some lines can be neither parallel nor perpendicular. And when a graphic artist understands the slope relationships between lines, she can use that knowledge to overlay the lines on a coordinate plane to create just about anything. Pretty neat stuff, huh? Now that you know what you can do if you understand the slope relationships of parallel and perpendicular lines, how exactly do you determine what the slope of a line is? There is an equation in geometry used to determine the slope value of a line. It's called the slope formula. Don't be intimidated by the equation. It's really quite simple. If there are 2 points, then they can be connected by a line. Each point has an x and a y value on a graph. The slope value of that line is just the change, or difference, between the two y values divided by the change or difference between the two x values. See how easy that is? And once you know all of this, you can do some pretty amazing things with lines. That's all from me today. I hope that this lesson has been helpful, and good luck! I'll see you on the slopes.